Good afternoon. Welcome back. Today, right now, we're in my number 4 favorite neighborhood in Poblado. Is one of the biggest neighborhoods in the city of Medellin in Poblado. And this neighborhood is actually home to Provenza, which is one of these sub-barrios, which is at the bottom of this neighborhood. It's the neighborhood that I used to live in. Again, for many people, this is their number 1 neighborhood. For me, the reason it's not is because I lived in the heart of Provenza, which is now the tourist zone, which is great for 2 or 3 nights maybe, but that's about it. But I wanted to point out this neighborhood. You can hear the construction in the background, but I wanted to point out this neighborhood because La Presidenta Real runs right through this neighborhood, which used to run right by my house. And then you have beautiful buildings like this right here, which we've featured in another apartment video a little while ago. And you have newer buildings. Take one last look here. Newer buildings like this one right here. Edificio 930, which is under construction, as you can see right now. But this is a neighborhood just above Provenza. Again, this is La Florista, one of the biggest neighborhoods. But if you want to live out of the action of Provenza, and Provenza's on the edge of Parque Lleras, which is the barrio officially of El Poblado, that's the name of that barrio, then you want to live up in this area here, or another area at the top of Florista, which I will show you in a few minutes. But for now, you can appreciate this beautiful neighborhood. All right, still at the top of La Florista, and right here, as you can see, is Mall Verona. Butcher shop, drugstore, place to get your hair cut, and there's a couple little bars just over there in Mall Verona. One of the great things about La Florista is the fact that it has many commercial spaces if you include Provenza. And if you have a significant other, great flower shop right in front of Mall Verona. So we're just down from Mall Verona, but I just wanted to take a slight little detour here to show you some more residential spaces in this area. We're gonna cross the street here. If you head right down that way, you're gonna hit Provenza. But we're gonna go to the other corner and again, the top of La Florista to show you another potential great spot if you love the neighborhood of La Florista. As you can see, we're still in Medellin and La Florista. But for context, you can see we're on Transversal Inferior, which which runs right through Poblado. And then right over here, we have another plaza. And just up there, you have a hairdresser's, barber. Right there, you have D1, which is like the dollar store of food stores here. Very popular in Colombia. And this little plaza here is Plaza Bella Mall, which has a number of smaller stores, including a drugstore, a fruit market, and a few other stores. Again, Plaza Bella Mall. All right, so here we are at the top, again, at the other corner of La Florista. If you need a luxury vehicle, you want to come to Yaris Bike. No shortage of luxury vehicles. I know we've covered this in another video, but again, this is in my humble opinion, the top 5 neighborhoods in Poblado, with La Florista coming in at number 4. All right, we are continuing from the top of La Florista down to the sub-barrio of Provenza. Right here you have a really nice gym, Alma Gym. So a lot of the newcomers, when they come to the city of Medellin and in Poblado specifically, they end up in La Florista because they're just so in love with the city, the nightlife, all the action that goes on around here. It's actually one of the reasons I moved. It'd be like 8 years ago now. And yeah, just got a little bit too tired of all the nightlife action. But as you can see, we are at the top of Provenza here, which is also officially the barrio of La Florista. And it's super quiet. Right over there you have Hills, which is a residential building. Many years ago we sold a penthouse there. But for those who want to be in the action and out of the action, this is the neighborhood right here. Okay, because you're just, it's a bit of a hill to climb, but still, if you want to be close to the restaurant district, Provenza, Parque Lleras, then this is the neighborhood where a lot of people come to. Another hotel right there, La Terra Hotel in Provenza. As I've said in this video, and I believe in the other video before this, in the Las Lomas video, any of the 5 barrios that are my favorite barrios or neighborhoods in Poblado specifically could be number 1s. There's reasons for each neighborhood to be a number 1, so it's very subjective. But in my humble opinion, I tend to go now for the quieter barrios. And full disclosure, I don't actually even live in Medellin right now. I live in the Pueblo, which is becoming a small city, of El Retiro, just outside of the city. One of the reasons people love Medellin is this typical modern green architecture. This building here is Provenza Arriba. Absolutely gorgeous, garden-filled building. If you look way up, you can see a sundog. A rainbow around the sun. All right, let's keep going. Great area if you're a dog walker. So in Provenza, this is a beautiful building with amazing loft style apartments. Loft 5G. Another amazing brunch space, Ganso and Castor, right here in, I'd say, on the edge of Provenza. Right over there is a new Hotel 23 residential building, and right in behind there is the hotel, Hotel 23. We'll go around to the front. For context, we are in Provenza, in the residential area of Provenza. And in Provenza, you can go up towards the new building Stanza right there, or this way, and turn left to the upper part of Provenza La Florista, just for context. And then down this way, we're going into the restaurant zone of Provenza. Again, we're still in La Florista, just for context. And there's still many cool buildings like this. A lot of them have been converted now because essentially we are in the restaurant entertainment zone here. Right here you have restaurant Panca. A little look in. And then over here, one of my favorites, Right across the street there, you got another new building going in. I believe that one is 10 to 12 stories. And right over here, you have restaurant El Botanico. So, just for context, right here, we are at Arte Dolce, one of the best places in the city for gelato, for ice cream. And for full context, so you know where I'm coming from, I used to live right here on the 3rd floor in the heart of the tourist district. But before I moved in, it was not the tourist district at all. The only thing that existed at the time was right across the road here. Everything here was residential, it was houses. The only thing that existed at that time, circa 2013, was BBC Brewery right there, which is one of the first microbreweries in the city. But yeah, for context, the reason why La Florida is number 4 on my list, and again, I miss it dearly, the old days. But as you can see here, this is the heart of the tourist district now. So many great memories there, but I like the quieter life now. So midway through the time of me living in this area here was this beautiful park they put up right across the road from my place. And one of my favorite bars was just across the river there. So now we are in the heart of Provenza in La Florista. The edge of Florista is just below here, which would be Barrio Poblado, which houses Parque Lleras and the entertainment zone. But right here is one of the reasons I really love living in the city here, was the river ran right by my apartment. Love this area. But for full context, La Florida is a dream for some people because it's in the heart of the entertainment district of Provenza, and just below is Parque Lleras, just below here. But for me, I needed a little bit more peace and quiet. So my pure bias is on neighborhoods that are quieter. But as you can see from the upper part of Provenza, you can still find places here that fit that profile. But La Florista is a big area. So we'll end this video here. This is our number 4 barrio of my top 5. La Florista. This is Ian from ExpatCrib, and we'll see you in the next video.